Good morning, Nick and Paul. Delighted to be here at Minchinhampton School this morning, which is, of course, where the Ministry of Eco-Education all began. It would be great to hear about that journey that you've had over the past 12 months.
The journey started working really closely with your staff, exploring lots of their ideas, and lots of it was founded around environmental action and agency and empowering the young people. What we did then, though, was take those ideas and brought them together with the free teaching resources from all of the big charitable organisations. So we have a database of more than 160 different organisations and their free resources, and we've weaved those together into these inquiry questions that guide students through a series of lessons.
It's really important for us to do exactly that, to empower our young children to speak their truth. To not underestimate them, to give them the knowledge and the means to get out there and actually make a difference to the world. I think it's very easy to underestimate young children and imagine that they just have to learn the rudiments of the climate crisis, but actually they can make a real difference. The enemy for us, for our teachers, is always time. I mean, this has been manna from heaven. It's been extraordinary working with Paul. Suddenly to be able to tap in to all that expertise and all those resources. Educationally, it's so sound. It is such a powerful way in for children to learn. It's a perfect vehicle for helping us to cover all those curriculum areas. Don't see it as an add-on, as yet another thing to cover. This is a driver, this is a vehicle for covering what you already need to cover.
What's interesting as well is that the government recently released a new climate change and sustainability strategy from the Department for Education, and what we've put together really helps schools achieve what's in that strategy.
Such a great initiative, and you've now got 15 schools piloting the green curriculum. Tell us a bit more about what's next.
From last September, we were working with these 15 schools, and those 15 schools have come from right across the country, all the way up near Durham and down to Plymouth. And those 15 schools have been a real mix, both in terms of rural and urban, and their percentage of free school meals. We've recruited more than 100 schools to continue this from next September, and we're going to continue growing. We've been working with lots of local authorities to help scale this. And also, one of the key strands that we've been working on since January is actually turning this into a Key Stage 3 version. So then taking all of what we've learned in primary schools and applying it to secondary schools.
And as a business employer that's been involved in the Ministry of Eco-Education since the beginning, we've got a huge amount out of this. What more would you like to see other businesses do or contribute in order to help the efforts?
So the support has been invaluable in terms of scaling this, and what we're asking for is for more people to help bring more schools on board. Everyone exists within a community, everyone's got friends or their own children or a nearby school, and so just the idea of saying, have you heard of this? What's been really interesting to see is relationships that have been built between schools and local employers.
Yes, a local organisation set the children the remit to create products which did not have microplastics in them. So they created prototypes, they created a rationale for the products, and then they invited in the local community to show off what they've done.
So it's been really good to have teachers feeding into it and suggesting questions and resources, but I'm sure that companies and organisations and all sorts of people will have their own ideas.
Nick, Paul, thank you very much for your time this morning. It's been great having the conversation with you, and we wish you all the very best with the Ministry of Eco-Education as it continues to grow.